Yo, what up, fam? Happy Monday indeed. Woke up to a little bit of green today on Friday. We wrestled with a little short position. Did not work out for us. We got liquidated. Thank you, Corn. Bitcoin reaching up to 66. Oh, God. Why are we dropping frames? What's happening? This is just like wonky, dude. It's troubleshooting day. Let me know how the video stream is. I mean, worst case, we'll redo it, but hopefully that's not what we have to do. Anyway. Where was I? 66.3, making some very spicy moves. We're going to get into the chart. We're going to get into the in-depths, the gritty. But first, I had a little interesting thing prepared for you. People are asking, is it the bull market? Are the bulls back? Well, kind of a crazy thing, I think, to say just based on today's candle, but I think I have the answer for you. So stay tuned on this channel. Make sure you smash the likes and subscribes. It's going to be a spicy day. Hopefully Bitcoin continues running here. Thank you to everyone who's joining us. Smash those like buttons, subscribe. You know the deal. Help hype it up. Let's get into it. So is it the bull run? Is the bull run here now, guys? Are all of our dreams coming true? Well, I would say we're actually on day 653 of the Bitcoin bull run, as denoted by our channel, day 1, January of 2023. And since then, Bitcoin has spent a lot of time making people spooked, getting people out of positions, making us not believe that the bulls are back. In fact, last summer, all the way into October, we had a very long period similar to what we just saw over this summer, where Bitcoin folded paper hands, made people think we're going back down, we're going lower, and all we've done is move up. It's kind of crazy to think people are still bearish on this move from 15.5 all the way to 74,000. That's quite a percent there. Over 500 or 653 days, here we are. So there's my little answer to, is the bull run? Is it the bull run? Are we back? Is this good? Well, the answer is yes, this is good. So let's look at our corn chart here. By the way, make sure you jump into the Discord if you're not there, discord.gg/TomCrown. Let's start with our top-down analysis that we always do every day. I know it's repetitive, but it is good. It is good trading habit, and that's what we like to encourage here. On the quarter, we are now sitting with a beautiful hammer candle after putting in, at least for now, we still have 2 months and 18 days, so do not count this candle close, but it's a good place to start our perspective. A higher low, hitting back to, and we'll get down to the month then, hitting back to the previous month's open and now popping new highs into Q4. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Down to the month, we have more spicies. More spicies. We called, at least so far, this month's low at 59,000, saying for the last 7 months, we've tested the previous month's open and close. And in this month, that gave us a downside target of 59,000. We said that's not really that abnormal, nor is it scary to see trading down to 59,000, despite people being so bullish on October. Here we go. Low, fingers crossed, in, and Bitcoin on the month mirroring that quarterly with a beautiful hammer candle going on here. When we look to our monthly time frame, back from March into April, we will find 71.2 or 71.3, a number we have talked about for more than half a year now. Great upside target for anyone in kind of sketchy long positions or looking to close, looking to take some profit off the table, something like that. 71.3, looking very good this month. Of course, we've been here before. Each candle, minus October, has given us a nice tall wick just to sell back down into the monthly close. So we have 17 days. At the moment, we have not quite reached our previous month's high. That's at 66,550. So I'm going to put this into a little perspective, at least on a high time frame. While this candle today is awesome, and I have not been so excited to come live in, I can't even remember, weeks, because the price action has been just so choppy and boring, it is not quite time to aim for, I don't know, million, bajillion moon targets. Not yet, but we're so close. Today's high brought us to 66,330. It is still possible that in this daily candle, we see last month's high tested and or broken. And as we go down to lower time frames, I think this becomes a little bit more apparent. So let's keep going here. We have marked out on our chart our bearish engulfing line, our weekly support, which was held and confirmed last week on our nice little doji-ish close here. Our reversal brought us back to that previous week open. Our weekly resistance sits directly here, 65.6. Now, is this the place to go short or long? We're going to actually I'll probably give you my opinion on that as we zoom in here. Typically, we look to go short at resistance, long at support, and we are at resistance. However, the daily has some stuff for us that might be a little bit more compelling for a long. We did take a short live on the last stream, and they're pretty wrecked. I'll show you guys those in just a little bit here. So for the week, though it is just starting, and the words false move Monday or whatever are everywhere, everyone doubting every Monday's move, is that the right choice here today? It could be. It would fit what we've seen many weeks in a row. But eventually we won't. Eventually, all patterns, all predictability breaks when it comes to Bitcoin, at least over my 8 years of observation. Every time something happens, every time it stops doing it, and everyone is left kind of just sitting there waiting, expecting it to happen. The weekly, we have opened above the 20. We closed last week green, which was a clincher. It was very, very close. And we have now tested the weekly resistance above, holding support here at the 20 Bollinger Band on the week gives us our upside target about 70K, just underneath that 71.2, 71.3. But the real spice, and I've been kind of burning a little time here, getting to this, is on the day. So here we go. This is the alpha. This is the goodies. I'm going to start with all of these moving averages just because I want to get an idea, just kind of where price is at. But I'll remove them here in a second. Oh yeah, these 50 and 100 trading sideways below price. Look at where our 20 is located, directly at the bottom of today's candle. That is a pretty powerful setup in my opinion. But let's get rid of these and just keep the big daddy. Just keep the boss candle right there. This green line in front of you is what I consider to be the most important price level or moving average for the Bitcoin bulls from today until we revisit it. Hopefully that doesn't come until we see some new all-time highs. But for the moment, we have been waiting, watching every time price has retaken this 200, which at this point is once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. Now is 5th time the charm. I hope so. Certainly looks like it at these daily candles. I could not have asked for a prettier setup. Part of me does kind of have some red flags go off. It's like, oh, wow, pretty setup. That's what I always want to see, but they don't really happen. And when they do, a lot of times they kind of bone me over. But this is so pretty. So pretty, man. Today opened down from Sunday's close. Traded past bullish engulfing at 63.1. Broke the 200-day, which sits at 63.6. Not a bad spot. If you missed a long opportunity, you may be looking for this 200 as a back test of support for a little scalpy position. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. We painted an order block behind us, and when you add our analysis onto this chart, it's hard to ignore. I think it's hard to ignore what's going on here. I'm gonna get rid of a little bit of this. We were looking for this move on Friday into our weekly, at the time, the weekly green line. Change that to weekly support because we've closed over it. And in between there and the green month and or quarter at 63.3. So basically pushed into resistance from earlier in October. Closed higher, testing that 200 2 days in a row. Yesterday was a little bit of a flush, but you can even see that day wrapped up really neatly at that green weekly mark. So we have resistance, lower low, might have been a liquidity sweep, into a high that paints an order block of bullish. Fair value gap, I'll say, or right here above previous resistance, and then we blast it off. This is a great setup. It's not really a surprise to see selling. We've seen a little bit of selling over the last 2 hours. Not a big surprise to see price now back at that 65.6 level. Really closely interacting with it here. We looked at the week, you saw where that came from. Closing above there today, I think will be a good sign. I think it'll be a good sign. You know what? Actually, I'm seeing this in real time. Is this connected to the wick? Wait a minute. That should be to the candle body. Doesn't really matter. But I sometimes get a little anal about about these things. It is. Wow. All right. Well, while I don't think this will greatly impact anything I've just said, I do want this to be perfect. I always do. Interesting. Just moving it down a little bit, we see maybe price is actually on top of this weekly resistance still. Interesting. For those of you looking for a scalp, there may be a scalp play from 65.6 up to 66.5. It's not a huge range. It's about a little bit less than 2%, but we may see intraday here. Price sell off, find support there, and bounce and reach up to that full 66.5. We'll find out as time goes on. As time goes on, boys, this is so good. It's so good. Looking at the day here, we have money flow hitting higher highs, VWAP, momentum, all in alignment for that upside move. RSI, I don't really know how I feel about it. Still kind of just in the middle. Over the last many days, RSI has just played this game of staying near 50, not really doing much. We do not have a higher high on RSI versus our previous move here, which at the moment is okay. Depending on how you use RSI, whether you measure by wicks or candle body closes, does change it up a little bit. But either way, we don't have a candle body close here today, and our wick still below the end of September's high there. So no bear div quite yet on the day. If we see that push to 65.5, a close, and RSI hasn't gotten up there, then we're going to be looking for that. But for the moment, it is okay. What's up, Nick Ramo? How you doing, man? I saw Adam subscribe earlier. 𝐂𝐴𝐻𝐿. We got a lot of good names. If you are out there for the first time, welcome to the Tom Crown channel. We've been live here 5 years on YouTube. Probably going to do 5 more. We're live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we have the #1 free trading course in the entire universe that you should check out after the live. So here's where it gets so spicy. We may realistically be retaking the 200 again today. After all the things I just said, the main takeaway is that we may finally be seeing this retaken. Every time we've rejected, we've talked about resistance and support. Each time you test a price level and it rejects price, like we saw on these previous tests, that resistance becomes weaker and the next test becomes more probable to push through. And it seems that 5th time is the charm here. That is provided that in this day, before 8 p.m. Eastern, we do not sell off another $2,000+ At the moment, I don't think that's the right bet, though we'll look more when we get lower time frames. Retracement is not a crazy concept. We've got some more stuff to look at, but damn, does that look good. You throw on the 20, we are right to the top of those bands, which is a little uncomfortable. Held the 20, moved to the top of the band, just like we were looking for on the week. So hopefully we see that play out into there. Little uncomfortable, meaning sometimes people want to assume Bollinger Bands is like top band sell, bottom band buy. It's not exactly how it works, though. I don't think that's the worst strategy I've ever heard out of all of them. What you tend to see is when you get parabolic or strong rallies, or even parabolic strong dumps, you'll see price move from the middle of the band to the top of the band and then basically stay there, sometimes trading above the bands. And it's interesting because I've been noticing that while that's happening, if you see a candle that fails to do it, so let's say a good example back here in February of this year, candles on top of the bands, boom, you closed back below. And while you didn't really retrace meaningfully, it was at least the break point or the stop temporarily for the rally. So while I say, oh, it's at the top of the band, I don't love that, really what I say is I have trauma from the last 7 months here. We have hit the top of this band multiple times, and each time has resulted essentially in moving back to the bottom of the band. That would be like 59.3 again. I'm not leaning that direction quite yet, but these are beautiful. Daily Bollinger Bands, 200 daily moving average, weekly Bollinger Bands. These things are all very good things to be looking at here over the course of the next few days. Haven't actually looked at Ichimoku, but I'll just throw it up here because I'm curious about what's going on here. Ooh, this flat cloud. I know this looks like a Picasso painting, but this flat cloud has been kind of on our radar and a little skeptical of it, a little curious. Not a very common pattern to see here on a big time frame, this thin, long cloud. It describes that price has been ranging tightly over the last, I don't know, like few months period. But what we have here is actually not so bad, and it is in alignment with the rest of our analysis. On the 10th of October, we got a cross down above the clouds. We tested cloud support. You can see this yellow arrow. We regained both of our TK and KJ lines here. They 𝐂𝐨𝐮 and 𝐂𝐨𝐿, whatever, they're Japanese names, before finding support, hopefully, right here above the bands. And we can see that a close today up here might not be enough. We may have to see a higher high versus September 27th. I think that is how it would be calculated. Either way, if we get a higher high versus the 27th, we will get the opposite signal of a cross above the cloud again. And take it with a grain of salt. We saw this happen on the 19th of September. We retook the 200 and fell back down. These signals are signals. They're never guaranteed. But it would be a very bullish signal to get here, and I hope we do see that over the next 6 hours. If it doesn't happen, I think if we can just stay above 62.6, we will get that cross at some point this week. Time will tell. I just want to take a look because I like Ichimoku. We're going to have a video coming out about it soon. There we go. Since I've been rambling, Bitcoin has now moved below weekly resistance, and that's okay. It's kind of expected. So let's continue down. I didn't give you guys like a full intro top-down analysis on Friday. By the way, for those of you wondering, I am feeling way better. Whatever happened, it was just like one day, and the next day I felt like a little weird. Totally better. Totally fine. Rocking and rolling. Green candles don't hurt. Definitely don't hurt. On the 12-hour, let's take a peek as well. Really just going to look at our indicators here. Money flow a little bit weaker than I would hope for on the 12. RSI giving us much more movement than on the day. I would say more than twice the movement. Higher highs, man. Things are good. This is really, so far, directing my attention right to here. Let me make it so. There we go. Get rid of this out of our eyes. There we are. Draws my attention to this high right into the end of September. On the day and the 12-hour, we see the potential for bearish div to form. Man, I wouldn't really fear it. It's not my biggest concern. It's just kind of how I'm going to balance this analysis here. You guys know I'm always bullish. That is my bias. I do short at times, but sometimes I have trouble just kind of even acknowledging the bearish stuff that I see. And so I'm trying to do a better job of that. So here's something that we can be looking for. And we talked about when and at what prices and what happens today that will be important. We see it on the 12 going in more. Let's see what's the LuxAlgo got for us. Let's see if LuxAlgo has any spice. LuxAlgo is our favorite sponsor. They are the #1 indicator company on TradingView. If you type them in to your indicator search, you will see so much LuxAlgo. These guys are the #1. And when I say that, I'm not effing around. I'm not joking. Look at all these indicators. There are hundreds. A lot of them are free. I recommend just go check out some of them. They're not just thrown together. They have a team of engineers and traders. I know Sean, the president. He's a good dude. He's a very good dude. One of my actually best friends in crypto. Lots of premium ones. Good stuff. If you use my link, you can get a free trial of the premium. Give it a shot. So on the last 12-hour candle, our trend has changed from indecisive to upranging. We are now at our resistance bands. LuxAlgo giving us a rather juicy TP target as that rally happened. What else we got? Off support, not bad. I'm going to leave them colorful for now. We're just going to leave them colorful for now. That'll be good. I think there was something on these that I wanted to look at a while ago, but I forgot. I wonder if I can find it quick. Nah, that I cannot. That's okay. That's okay. Let's go down. 8-hour. Let's just look at it, kind of just view it. 8-hour gave us a better signal. It actually gave you the long there. Same thing. We're seeing that same resistance up here across different indicators, different, I don't know, time frames, different horizontals, etc. Definitely an important area to be. 8-hour. As the time frames get lower, interesting. So this is kind of what I was hoping for out of just pure interest because I'm a chart nerd. I know a lot of you are chart nerds here. We're talking about this bearish divergence potential. It was on the 12, it was on the day. Now with the 8-hour, it has closed its candle, right? It has closed this candle, so we could actually have divergence here. What's interesting though, is that we don't get that same divergence. These highs on RSI are equal. While it is bearish divergence, don't get me wrong. It is class C bearish divergence, which is the weakest divergence that you can get when it comes to RSI or oscillators. I do not tend to see this kind of divergence play out into huge dumps. Tends to be maybe a break in the momentum, and you see almost like a double top or double bottom pattern in price in crypto. Whenever I see a double top, I always expect another test, even if it wants to dump, right? You see it all the time. But it's interesting that it's there, but it's weaker. And that might be foreshadowing what we're going to see on this daily close today. Maybe a little bit weaker bearish pressure than we would expect. Money flow highs coming up. VWAP a little ugly. Looking at the 8, maybe we have some breaks. Maybe we have a little bit of red, a little bit of entry time. LuxAlgo on the 6, giving long. Man, it nailed that move. Money flow on the 6 rolling over. RSI looks healthier. Let's go down to the 4. Money flow actually looks a little tired. It looks a little tired. Interesting. We definitely have that bearish div on the 4 hour, but now we're getting really far away. At some point, you do need to cut the cord, so to say, on these divergences. When I started trading, I would do things like this. I would zoom out on whatever time frame and be like, oh, look, there's bearish divergence. Well, not really. Relative strength index is kind of like a perspective. It is relative. It's in the name. To the previous bars. So there is an argument to be made that after you have exceeded, I believe it's 14 periods, something like that. On RSI, it's default. You can change it. But after you exceed the default parameter, that it just maybe shouldn't count. They're not actually interacting. They're not being relative to each other. Getting off on a tangent here. Wasn't my plan. Let's zone back in. 4 hour close. Okay. 4 hour, now an hour and a half in, which means we are 30 minutes into this stream. Hell yeah. We got almost 700 viewers. Right on. And I haven't even read one word in chat. I know I'm terrible. I'm awful. I'm sorry. Let me finish this. We're almost done. And I want to hear everything you're feeling, everything you're looking at. We've got some alts at all-time high. Turbo hit an all-time high earlier today. I tweeted about it. Many coins moving. ENA. We looked at that recently. Yeah, we've got a bunch. So we're going to take some requests. We're going to see what's going on here. Down on the low time frames, 2 hour. Kind of across the board, seeing the same thing there. You see that strong momentum push. This one, maybe just not quite as strong as the one we saw last week. That could mean it's the beginning, or it could mean that we're just going to see a little red before we see more green. I ain't afraid of that. Not afraid of that. Let's go down 30. Once we get to these lower time frames, like the 30-minute. 2 closes. Interesting. Once we get down to these lower time frames, it becomes apparent that while this rally in a bigger picture, let's say starting on the 10th to right now, is still uptrending, when we're on these low time frames, we can see that, okay, that trend may still be intact, but on this smaller view, the more zoomed in view, we might be entering a smaller downtrend. So basically, long way to describe, we should get our fib tool out. So we're going to take our fib tool. We're going to connect them from just our kind of local areas here. I like the way this fits. I think I'll keep this one. There's an argument for just placing it down here as well. That also fits pretty good. I'm going to keep it here because I like it there. That's what she said. 30 minutes, still a nice uptrend. No div on these highs. I like that. Looking here, I like how a lot of this price action fits in between the 618 and the 0.5. Let's throw some lines on this. Let's throw some lines. I'll do like yellow. Do yellow. There we go. How's that look on the hour? Like gibberish. Doesn't fit at all. Okay. Well, I'll keep that in my memory. Doesn't really fit on higher time frames. Might be able to sandwich even a fib here. Doesn't give us anything either. 15. All right, I like this. Here's what we got here. I'm seeing a very nice uptrend. I believe that it is going to continue here even on lower time frames. Maybe not while we're live, but probably into the end of the day. On the 15-minute, we do have bullish divergence painting on in here between our lows, and something else catches my eye that I like. We hit a high. And then our consecutive highs have been lower. That does confirm our low time frame downtrend, right? That's okay. Remember, trends are trends, and inside of trends, it's all trendception. Just because you're in a downtrend on one time frame does not mean the bigger picture is impacted. There we go. This is what I like about it, though. Seems to be a tight consolidation downwards. We see our highs coming down very consistently, our lows coming down very consistently, and typically we talk about a descending parallel channel in this case. Good news and bad news. Good news is that these do tend to break to the upside. You can call that a bull flag even if you want. The bad news is that this may continue this lower time frame downtrend, and it may take us into about the 65,000 area. Let's see. And it's gone. There it is. Hold up. This is almost over. The intro is almost over. Give me a sec, guys. Down to the 5, and we only have one more time frame after that. But this is going to be quicker. Very neatly in this downtrend. I like it. Money flow hit into some red here. A little bit more downside momentum than I would have liked to see. That is all right. This is not a bad target. Go 1 minute slowly rolling over. All right. Catching up here. These lows hitting the middle of the band instead of the bottom of the channel. A little sideways price action, a little pop. It's probably breaking up sooner than I expected originally. All right, let's do something like this. This would be really clean, very healthy, very nice price action. That might be too much to ask for. In all reality, might be too much to ask for. All right, let's do this. I'll share those trades that we took live on Friday with you guys, but first, it's time to do two things. One, it is time to yell at YouTube, because what is going on? Every time I try to do this short stream, same thing. I was going to power it up. It says poor connection. That's what it did last week also, or yeah, on Friday. Lame. But I'm going to power up that short stream for anybody viewing on a mobile device. Feel free to go over there. Feel free to join on the very thin, very phony video feed. But we may have to turn it off because it says the connection's bad. So I'm going to power that up. Let me know if you got a notification. You're welcome to watch both streams. Welcome to stay here. There we are. It's live, baby. I think. Keep saying YouTube's not receiving enough data, but that's a lie because it's not saying that on the mainstream. YouTube, why you do this to me, man? Why you hate me? Public. All right, it's live. At least one person's over there. And now to the chat. The more important thing, to the chat. Hello. We got a poll going. Is the rally over for today, or are we moving higher? We've got how many votes? Almost 500 votes. Keep voting. Give us your opinion. Higher is winning 73%. And of course, that makes me a little nervous. Typically, when we're one-sided like that, it goes the other way, but eventually it won't. YouTube is bearish. That's right, Durand. What's up, KGD? What's up, brother? Benjamin Cohen. Dr. Disrespect taking all the bandwidth? That's not impossible. He may be taking all of our bandwidth. Could someone send Dr. Disrespect a notice that we need some bandwidth? Get out of there. What's up, Sin? Rising Sun over there on the lag stream? Dude, why? I don't know. I guess I could just close it back down. Is it really bad? Just let me know. What's up, XPR? You say higher because of hopium? Guys, it's okay to puff on that hopium. It's okay to be hopeful. It is painful at times to be hopeful, but it is okay to be. In fact, I think it's a better existence. You start rooting down all the time, and then the joy just leaves. The joy of everything leaves because you want to see something fail. You're focusing on negative. I think it is intuitive to want to be bullish, to want things to increase. And that's also just seemingly the nature. Stop the FUD, Tinkerer. Where's the FUD at? What's FUD? Turbo is on fire. Yeah, we'll look at Turbo. Turbo is on fire. We talked about the possibilitas here on Turbo. I'm surprised it did this so quickly. I'm surprised it actually did this before Bitcoin at all-time high. We're going to take a look at Turbo. Don't worry, I already mentioned it by name. What's up, Flajuda Bus? Pumperino. Pumperino, indeed. Turbo is at all-time high. A mere ADA. Has ADA made any kind of move that's worth looking at? I want to look at ENA. Might have time for ADA. Are we in the disbelief phase? That's a good question, OnBeSoft. I don't know. Are you feeling disbelief? That might be a good poll too. Maybe I'll end this poll. Well done voting in it, but now you just have another opportunity to vote again. What most accurately reflects your sentiment right now? Be honest. Let's say greed. Let's do greed. We'll do fear. We'll do What's good for boring? Like, let's say disbelief. Let's do hope. Hope is kind of like disbelief, though. I'm going to pull up that market chart cycle. My apologies to everybody on the short stream because, again, YouTube seems to be skunking us on it. I don't know. Sin, how laggy is it? Did you ever reply? I didn't see a message. Okay, I'm looking this up. What's good ones? Euphoria. Let's, instead of greed, we'll do euphoria. Yeah. Belief, optimism, hope, belief, disbelief. Well, disbelief is supposed to be at a low. Don't ever use this chart as like, ooh, anxiety. There we go. We're going to put anxiety on this one. Anxiety. Anxiety is good because that's like sideways. There you go. Do a new poll here for the main stream. Make sure you're clicking these placebo buttons with me as well. Cautious AV Creations was good, man. Alma for Shizzle. Good targets he's got there. We're about to go over turbo in just a second. Make sure you're smashing that screen, tapping the likes. If you subscribe while we're live, you'll see this number roll over. It will react in real time, and hopefully it'll pop up your name and I'll shout you out. Pretty good deal. Doesn't cost you anything. Let's go. Tinkerer, what was the FUD? What FUD were you looking at? We need a good FUD, guys. We haven't had a good FUD in a while. I feel like since 22. Like the stream, folks. Thank you, Mike. Solar flares impacting the energy waves. I like the sound of that. That sounds very cool. Very, very cool. Dang, we still have 111 viewers on the short stream. Welcome, vertical viewers. What's up, Tahir? Not the right price for Bitcoin. 4,800 is going to be your buying level. Tahir, where were you in August, bro? We hit 49, 48. Why didn't you buy there? If you plan on buying there now, why didn't you buy there then? That's my question. What's up, Kathy Jordan? Is that the real Jordan 𝐂𝐻? Is that the real one? Sorry if I butchered your name. Let's see. Is that the real one? That is the real one. My guy. How you doing, Jordan? You're bored? I know. I'm still bored too, but at least we have something to talk about, bro. At least we have something to talk about. Let me give you a little wrench here. That way we know if people are impersonating you in the chat. What's up, Alex Garcia? Disbelief, hoping for higher. Nice. Well, we got the poll. Get the poll. Vote. Let us know. Can't take part, don't have feelings. That's okay. Nah, FUD's good, guys. It's been a while. That's why the stream's slow, because the solar flares. Is it slow? Is the main one slow? It's not saying it is for me. The short one, absolutely. The short one, it's like, YouTube can't even like tell what you're doing. YouTube can't receive. Stream health poor. This has happened 2 streams in a row. We're growing too fast. YouTube's trying to pump the brakes. We are going to look at turbo next. Just went through about a 40-minute intro, going through the Bitcoin chart, breaking it down. DVR is enabled, so you can go back and watch it now if you want. We're going to look at turbo next and a few other alts that are moving. You're waiting for your free sub. You like turkey, Falco? I like turkey too. Stream is fine. So the main stream, the wide stream, the real, that one's fine. But the vertical one, apparently YouTube's saying is crap. But Sari Salim Raulva doesn't seem to care. He's still subscribing. Anthony Cagliari, Nick Ramo, a few others. Missing horse. What is horse guy? Anyway. Not very bullish for crypto. Remember C19 made Bitcoin pee his pants. Wait, what? Where's the FUD? Is there good FUD? Mainstream is good. Solar flares give you anxiety. Yeah. What's up, Tito Gaines? Hang, how you doing, bro? Actually, let me really quick shout everybody out, and then we'll jump into the turbo. And then we'll go right back to chatting. What's up, Rick G? Paris Fisher. Crimson, my guy, how are you? Over there on the shorty. Who else is here? Ace of Hearts 420. Happy Monday, my friend. Alex Garcia. Alexander Korlov. Alexandra G. How you doing, darling? All Mac for Shizzle. Amir Arnold Silva. AV Creations. Bad Fox. We got the ladies on Monday. What's up, ladies? Hey, ladies. Benjamin Cohen. Coden. Colorado Trader 720. Crypto Greg. Crypto Independent. Keep them coming. Say hi in chat. If you just put a message in chat, I'll see you. Shout you out. A lot of Fajine. How are you? Who else? We got David Kane. Digital Orgy. Dimitri Liebert. DJ Howie. Crypto Daddy 69 over there in the short stream. Blair Stevenson. Elliot Palacino. Falco. Hang. Hugo. Kriegsman. 𝐒𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿. Falco, I think I got you already, though. It's Autopilot. Hey, friend. Gerard. else we got? Jordan Camerad. I thought I gave you a wrench. Did I give the wrong person a wrench? Oh, that's bad. That'd be bad. Yikes. Cade Walker, Josh Kennington, Kathy L. Jones, Lars Van Den Hoovel. Was good. Liquidated Mama Jedi. GM Mama Jedi. Matthew Schmeedy, my man. Martin. Moggy Games on Twitter X. Love you, Moggy. Mike McCarthy, Mr. Meaner, Mr. Days. Welcome back, Mr. Days. Nakama. Neil Derriman, Nicholas Cespedes, Noah Greekin. We got a lot of viewers today, boys. We got a lot of viewers. Keep tapping those screens, smashing the likes and subscribes. Keep it pumping. Petro222. What's up, Hassan? I just saw you subscribe. Ragnar Penendo also subscribing there. Phoenix, Prez, Randy Greer, Raymond K, Ricardo, Rick G, Roro Crypto, RSKNOR. Cheers. RS Miller, Sabrina, Sir Surinix. What's up, Sabrina? Shannon Carter, Sunchips, Taylor, Thashiel, The Crimson Chode, great name. The Pickle, Tillin, Tinkerer, Tito Gaines, Tom G, Victor, Waiting, Warren G, Will H, XPR, Yazid, Zane, and Zoltan. I think I got everybody. If I missed you, I still love you. Don't worry. Crypto Ace 33. What's up, man? Hit the lights. Let's go. We're about to jump into turbo here. Who wants moon targets? Who wants profit taking targets and long entries? Put a 1 in chat. We'll do that. We will rock you. That's right. Let's go, Moon Boys. This is the home of the Moon Boys, by the way. You're allowed to be bearish here, but we're the home of the Moon Boys. If you don't like it, I don't care. Find a different channel. Let's look at Turbo. Turbo has broken its all-time high literally today. I tweeted about it, and it is continuing. So there's two good things at play. Obviously, all-time high. Hard to say that's bad unless you're short. But on top of that, we have something going on that is good on top of that, compounding that. Actually, I want to look at the month really fast. All right, month is just whatever. It's just whatever, but it does give us maybe a nice little entry there. Let's throw these on. All right, that's why I wanted to see the month going back down. Here we are. Yes. Get rid of that. Perfect. Okay, yeah, bring him on. What's up, Gene? Sathya, Hassan. What's up, bros? Your profile pic and name are fire. Alex. They are fire. Alexander G is the best. All right, Turbo. Man, that daily beasting. No bearish divergence on your highs locally on the day. Maybe if you want to look all the way out here, but we kind of talked about why that might not make sense. Go back and watch that if you missed it. Keep them coming. Fun Treasure, what's up? Chris John, what's up? I see B over there. How you doing, B? So the double, the compound here. Why this is looking good. So we have seen coins kind of float up, tap their all-time highs, and go back down to the bottom of their range. That is not what you want to see. When coins break their all-time high, there's more to it than, I will say, just the number being slightly higher. Because price could move fractions of a percent higher than an all-time high. And while it technically would be an all-time high, it sometimes doesn't give us that price discovery. So when you say, oh, yay, all-time high, what you're really saying is, oh, yay, price discovery. Oh, yay, sellers have had their orders filled, and now there are less sellers or less selling pressure around this number. And at the moment, Turbo does seem to be in price discovery. And the reason I say that is it has not just closed candles above the all-time high. This can be more confirmed, obviously, at the end of the day. I'd like to see a daily, preferably even the week, month, close above. But for now, at least we have one candle above the all-time high. We actually have 2, maybe 3 coming. If we had seen what I will say is like a fake all-time high, like I described, a little bit above, but the sellers come in, they push it back down, it probably would have looked something like this. Maybe not quite so severe, something like that. We would have seen almost a wicking above and then price coming back down. This is looking pretty damn good. Looking pretty damn good. If I was looking for an entry, though, on this coin, what do you guys think? Would you just go long right here? Would you take a long at 1.1 cents? You know my answer. I wouldn't do that. What's up, WTH Raj? I see you guys. Mr. Tanker. Cheers. Wouldn't mind seeing a retest of the all-time high, then another pump. Well, Coconut Monkey, you know what I'm going to look for here. You know it. It is weirdly the exact same thing that we looked for on Turbo earlier this year. In March, Turbo was on everyone's mind at one point. as it was ripping past its previous all-time high. And we looked for this exact move. We got, I think it was like a measured move, or 1618 gave us pretty close to the high here. And we looked for a return to that previous all-time high as support. It wasn't as awesome as we hoped, right? It didn't just like ping off of it and go, just run. But for the most part, that's what happened. Price did consolidate below it for a while, weeks, with the rest of the market. But so far, wow, that is a huge percent. I see why people are watching this more. I see why you guys want to look at it. That is, I didn't even notice this, man. From August's low just back to its all-time high was 250%. It's now up 300% from August's low. Yeesh. I will say that was like this strangest time to buy it, even though in hindsight, it's obviously the best. It just broken low. Things were looking not so great in the markets. Confidence, braveness is rewarded, I suppose. So we saw this before, and I'm going to look for it again. Here's the worst case scenario. Well, worst case is you get wrecked, right? You take a trade and get wrecked. The other kind of, I'd say maybe more likely, hopefully more likely scenario that's not good is that you just don't get filled. That's also possible. That's usually the trade-off when I make these all-time high analysis is maybe you get a really good entry. Sometimes you can get a bad entry, right? But just missing it. Because right now, if you're FOMOing, you're thinking, Turbo's going up forever, right? I have to market order all my money in right now and take out loans. No, don't do that. If it does that, I don't know. If it does that, that just never happens. Where was I? Oh yeah, the punishment is that it just doesn't get filled, right? Maybe you don't get filled. Maybe it comes up here. You feel FOMO. You buy up here. We like to wait for the market to come to us here on our style, Tom Crown style of trading. So in that spirit, I think you could try to get an entry at exactly 1 cent. Now the stop going to be hard. This is a lot more price action than it seems percent wise. We are on logarithmic, but I would rather hit that 1 cent entry than right now. This is about 14-15% up. I would rather wait for this and miss it than jump in right now at 1.14 and pray we get to 2. That's a good upside. There's still a risk to reward here that could be favorable. But I've seen that play fail time and time and time again, and I've learned my lesson. So what might this look like? I know we've done this for Turbo before. We'll do it again. We could see Turbo continue this rally in price discovery because remember, there is no resistance above it. There is only profit taking. It's never traded here. Commonly, we'll see things move to a 1618, then back to that previous high. That would fill our order. That would be great. That would give us the penny entry. Or we often see when things are very, very spicy, that move to the 2 extension on our fib or the measured move before back testing the 1618 and getting that big, juicy parabolic move to the upside. This is how I could imagine this trades. Provided Bitcoin doesn't just fall out of the sky today, everything dumb. That's likely how it would look. There is, like no guarantee that it has to work these ways, but I do believe that 5 cents is a reasonable target by the peak bull run here. If it fails to backtest the 1 cent or the 2 cent here at our extension, you may have to wait all the way until basically the bull market is over, wherever it tops out, for that 1 cent entry. I think that it is incredibly likely it follows one of these paths, provided it closes above its all-time high today, continues to show strength, and I think it will. So there we go. I don't know if I own Turbo. I probably own like $100 Turbo. True of most things. Let's put an alert at like 1.5 cents. That's a good psychological number. And fingers crossed, cheers to anyone who went in heavy at this. Like, it's pretty wild to think that just a year ago, 11 months ago, this was trading down with 4 zeros, and now it's above a penny. That is a 17,000% gain. And this is actually a pretty important part of this channel, is explaining this concept, especially as we go forward. And if the market continues to be bullish, be careful. You're buying an asset that is 17,000% to the upside. It's already off the ground, 17,000%. What you can guarantee when you say that is that there are holders from somewhere in between the very lowest point You know, all the way up here through 2024 Q1 and Q2. There are holders here that are going to look to take profit, and they're going to put that selling pressure on the chart eventually. They're not going to be waiting for another 17,000%. And in fact, to think that you're going to get another 17,000% might not be impossible, but it certainly is going to be less probable. That's like $2 up here. We're looking for 5 cents. Another 20x after moves of 5x. I don't know, man. Just be careful. Remember, I never recommend going all in on anything, especially low cap things. Avoid leverage. Spot is your friend. Limit orders are your friend. There we go. Turba. How you guys feeling about Turba? Low time frame channel here. Bitcoin popping out. No higher high yet. Still technically in a downtrend. But we could place our fib here one more time for some 5-minute analysis. There we go. I'll put my alert at 66,000 for this live, and down here at 65.4. There we go. There we go. POPCAT. We'll look at POPCAT, Vincent. What's up, Sabir? 𝐂𝐶 𝐓𝐫𝐚𝐼𝐳. Can we check BOEM? Perhaps. We can't get to every request, guys. I would love to do individually everyone's requests, but between the mainstream and the vertical stream, we have like 1,000 live viewers. Can't do them all. I'll do my best. I'll do the ones that many people want to look at, but it just is how it is. You love the mobile stream? Nice. Yep, you can find the mobile or the real one on the channel page. Just navigate over there. How are you, DS? Fazula? WTH, I think I got that one. Say your name if I can. I cannot. I'm sorry. I don't even know how to start it. What's up, Nocturose? How you doing? Rainbow Popsicle could name J edits. People talking about ADA, you're not the first one. Maybe we'll have to look at it. Stephen Clark. How you doing, man? Martin Phillip. Smoking Chicken Fish is up 30%. Very bullish. Hopefully that's not a meme coin. I thought you were making a joke about yummy chicken. Good one. Look at FCC fried chicken. Weird. Is that a thing? Are people looking at fried chicken? ONDO looking good. TIA, BTC, ARKM. Buying back better. Build back better. Buy back better. What's up, Jin? Looking at Cass. Dream Hunters, Chan. ENS. We looked at ENS like a month ago. Hasn't been back on my radar. Can we agree? PA has been boring as L. 80% of pencil neck traders are wrecked. Yeah, of course. Of course. Trading is a game of patience and emotional control. And if you don't have emotional control and patience, which I do know are rare, gonna have a bad time. Gonna have a bad time is what it is. Turbo coin, bro. Dude, we literally did just like 5 seconds ago. Just like a turbo. Did a whole in-depth thing, did an entry, did take profit targets. Let's see. Let me just browse through some of the things I pulled open. MicroStrategy maybe is coming in to backtest that previous high at 200 after breaking to multi-decade highs on Friday. MicroStrategy settling on back to maybe 200, 199. Coinbase pushing. Very nice, 192. I think we'd have like a $200 target there on Coinbase. Coinbase is weird. It hasn't really mirrored Bitcoin in the way I would expect. I suppose they are a company, they're not just Bitcoin. Coinbase kept hitting lower highs and lower lows. It did bottom out in September, at least for now. Did not hit a higher high, higher low. Now back, actually technically a higher high versus the end of September. So maybe, question mark, beginning its move back to the upside, back to those highs at 282. That's a pretty big move. Bitcoin dominance, we're just going to brushing through them. Dominance in an absolute bull flag. You know, I think dominance will go higher, but it has become such a common thought. Dominance is going to go to 60% right here at 58.6. It's become such a common thought that I'm starting to question. it. Do you think more people would be wrecked if it dumped from right here, never reached 60? Or do you think that more people would be wrecked if it went past 60? I think past 60, actually. And I speculated about my thoughts of dominance kind of exceeding expectations this cycle, moving higher than we kind of are all looking at. It has had quite a rally. Which one do you think? I honestly think that the most people will get wrecked if this just like rips up and moves like 70%. Because I think people will start entering alts. Even I've said this over the course of 3 years. I'll look to buy alts when Bitcoin dominance hits 60%. If it comes and then goes and we just continue moving up, I think that is how people get max wrecked. So kind of leaning in that direction at the moment. I think dominance still looks good. I don't think we have a sign of weakness yet. This is very much flagging. Maybe we just move to 60%, right? Maybe we just go to 60. Maybe we continue. Maybe we don't quite reach it. I don't know. I just feel like it can't neatly hit 60% and then like trickle back down now. It's too much. Too many people want that. Too many people are expecting that. Too many people likely betting on that exact outcome. Doesn't tend to work well. The dollar. I think this is the last one on a quick flip through. That's not purely crypto. The dollar continuing to rally, which is interesting. The dollar having a very strong day, making its way back to that 104.1 previous support as resistance. Hopefully rejects there. Interesting that it is having a strong day. In fact, it has had strong days every day since the end of September. A lot of the time we talk about Bitcoin and say, well, when the dollar goes down, Bitcoin goes up. It isn't that simple. It's not that simple. And it doesn't really appear that they're correlated like at all, in my opinion. Look at the end of September, dollar started rallying, Bitcoin dumped, dollar kept rallying, Bitcoin lower high, dollar kept rallying. Bitcoin dumped to a lower low in October, but dollar kept rallying. Now we're rallying, the dollar's still rallying. I wouldn't get caught up in those correlations. I don't think that that's going to be the winning play, to be honest. But an interesting thing to keep an eye on, especially as it approaches that major resistance. We'll find out what happens. Should be very spicy. Hopefully the dollar doesn't dump and then like Bitcoin dumps and stocks dump. That'd be sad. Total crypto market cap. Not a lot of change there. Really similar to Bitcoin hitting that previous weak resistance, retreating in real time. Not a big deal. I'm going to put an alert here. 2.3 trillion. S&P 500 still at all-time highs. Screw you, stocks. I remember back in the day when Bitcoin used to be at all-time highs and stocks would be the ones lagging. This is weird. This is weird. If I saw this in crypto, I'd be like, a dump is almost 100% coming if I saw that. But in stocks, who knows, man? Like, kind of just seems like par for the course, these weird ascending triangle things. I don't know. Same targets, 600. Looking for S&P 500 at 600. I said by the end of the year, but at this point, it seems much closer. We may even see higher than that. All right, the non-crypto things are over. Turbo making you rich, Shaq with a combo. Right on, right on. Happy for you, proud of you. We did another little sentiment poll, and we have a super chat that I missed 5 minutes ago. I will get to it in 1 sec. What most accurately reflects your sentiment right now? Be honest. 35% of us saying greed, 31% of us saying anxiety. About a quarter of us with disbelief, very few of us in fear. Interesting, as fear has marked virtually the last half of a year behind us. Almost every day has been fear. Interesting how little fear there is. What I do like here is that anxiety and disbelief are kind of uncertain emotions. They're emotions that kind of make you question either direction, right? It goes up, you're like, I think it's going to come back down. It goes down, you think it's going to come back up. Those outnumber the definitive greed. And we're a bullish channel, so typically we lead greed, we lead bull. I like that better. The other AB option poll we put out earlier was about 72% bull, 28% bear. I didn't like that. So keep voting in these, keep smashing that screen, tap it, subscribe, make this number roll over. Sign up with the links in the video description below to get into our VIP in Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. We're not done though. SPX 6,900. The S&P 69,000. I like it. All right. What's next? Cautiously optimistic. I like that. STRK. STRK from Mr. Dean. Mossad. What's up, Mossad? Oh, the super chat. Dude, I'm so bad. You'd think after 5 years of streaming that I would, have a little bit more kind of ability to multitask. It's not true. M. Kriegs 007. Nice name, man. Thanks for the $10 super chat. Can we look at Luna C? Looks like it's going to break out. Of course we can. I appreciate your super chat, man. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate everyone here today. And we can do that. Before I even look at the chart, I'm going to say the same thing I always say with Luna C. I think that no matter what the chart looks like, there are going to be charts with less risk and equal upside. That being said, let's look into it. This is Luna. So is this the one, Luna Classic? Is the ticker? No, LUNC. There's too many of these. LUNC, here we go. Yeah, definitely charts with lower risk and equal upside out there in the realm of the million charts. I think that if you buy this coin, you're probably going to lose your money. It's my opinion, but if you have to trade this, please, as always, lock in profits early, get them out. Don't get sunk with this bag, okay? Let's look into this more. LUNC hovering around its low, about 100% up from August, but still around its low. It didn't break its previous year low. I guess that's good. That's fine. Quarterly, anything there? No, nothing there on the quarter. Zoom down. Zooming down to the week. Oh, yeah. What's up, David Johnson? I see you, bro. I see you. Chris Morano making that number spin. Gaming Hub. Silma. Casio. Comedy Lover. Good names. Good names. Good peeps. You think the SPX 900 going to hit $1 soon? No. Why would the S&P... I don't know what the S&P 6,900 is. Maybe that's like a meme coin. Maybe that's why I'm confused. Okay, we're down on the week. Lower high brought us to lower lows. You know, have a lower high. All right. Kind of story of this chart is obviously a pretty big downtrend, right? You didn't break a lower low, so the macro downtrend technically has stopped, even though you have a lower high. You don't have continuation. That could still continue, obviously. If we break our low, go lower. But you did move up. This is where you lost your short-term downtrend with this lower high when you broke to the lower low, okay? It's technically still a higher low. So in order for this chart to not basically suck, you got to break your high. You got to move past this, the end of last year's high. That's at 00028. 0.028. Is this the right chart? I want to make sure. What's his name? M. Craig. Yeah, I mean, this is Luna C on Binance. You may now, in this very much smaller picture, we are on the week, so still a lot of time. You're now in an uptrend as you've hit a low, a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low question, you know, for now. So you are trending up. I think that means if you're trading this, you're looking for a scalp. You're looking to maybe buy, get out a little bit of profit, hopefully move on. Let's see if anything lines up well for that. For the Luna C. It's a Luna C. I love saying that. Past your 618. Doesn't really seem to be interacting with that fib much. Maybe draw it higher. A little bit better, but not much. Your 618's right up here, 00014. You have resistance here from your weeks, 3 zeros, 1 1. I hate all these F and zeros on charts. Drives me nuts. It's going to be the line to cross. I'm going to zoom in one more time. What's up, David Johnson? All right. On the day, there's a little bit of good. I just placed this this horizontal. Ignore. I'm going to even turn the price label off because it's not what I'm going for here. What I do see is a market that is being bought up to resistance. It started right here on the 16th of July, bought back up, dropped, bought back up, dropped, bought back up, dropped, buying back up. That is basically at, where's 001? Ooh. Like 0.001, but basically at, I don't know where price is a little bit higher. What I like here, so I'm trying to stay optimistic, is the multiple tests of resistance, and we can see the bears unable, at least for now, to push price to a new low. So bulls maintaining this uptrend. If they do or are able to continue this, I think I have an upside profit taking target for you. Kind of like that too. Kind of like that. All right. Let's see where this lines up. Nah. I do. Let's see. We're on the day still. This chart is so much sideways. Anyway, what I like about it is continuously being tested, this resistance being weakened with some higher highs and potentially starting an uptrend. I think you are looking over time. This could take, who knows, it could be quick, could be long. You're looking for a retracement from these highs, right? A lower high here again is still in that downtrend and still aligned with my bias on this chart of probably never going anywhere. That upside target would be, looking at our 618 right about here. Right about here is 30145. I like that. If you can break past 001, whatever, from these weekly highs, I think you see something like this. Slightly higher high. Maybe you get a move back. This would be the entry in my opinion versus going long right now. It's going to be at virtually the same price, but I want to see that high break and then a low come in. I want to buy on the sells And I think you get a move, 3 zeros, 1, 4, 5, something like that. Of course, you can keep going, but I can see this moving this way. This looks right to me. There we go, man. Hopefully that answered your questions. You didn't really have any questions there. You just said Luna C, right? Looks like it's going to break out. I can see it. I mean, I think you're in an uptrend on the lower time frames here. Days. Bigger picture is a little uglier, but I think a lot of things are about to pop off. If you ask me, I think a lot of things are about to break out. On the 5-minute, our analysis actually not doing too bad here. This descending high channel broke. This is technically a back test, and in real time here, we're getting maybe a little pop. Let's go down to the 1 minute. Look at that precision. Look at how clean. Pop, back test. Bump and run. All right, let's just get past 65,820 here. This is a 1 minute, 5-minute time frame, so don't get too excited. But break this high, and I think we start seeing that retracement. We start seeing the move back to our intraday highs. If we hold support here, I'd be looking for 66K, like I said earlier. If we continue down, which it does not look like we're doing, we could find support. You're talking about this area right down here from about, I think it's the half an hour time frame. Could be a good spot to find support. And then I'd be looking for a full move back to that range high. This actually might be happening right now. We might be getting this little uptrend. This is all lower highs, lower lows. Still a lower high, I'll say, but higher low, all we have to do is break right here from earlier in the stream's high. Looking juicy, looking juicy. All right. Can we do Ondo today? Row, only for you, my friend. Only for you. What did I miss? I know like ENA was moving. ENA was moving. What else was moving? CoinGecko. CoinGecko. We're about an hour into the live stream. We got about another hour. So stick around. Make sure if you got to run, leave a tab open. Grab a brew. Smash the likes. Tap the screen. Subscribe. Athena. ENA. We're going to look at this because this is apparently the biggest mover in the top 100 today. WorldCoin follows it with about 17%. Floki up to 10%, 12% on the day. Beam. Bitcoin Cash. Interesting. We might look at Bitcoin Cash. We haven't looked at it in a while. Money printer go blub. Love you. GFI. Reef. Reef has been moving too. You're right. You're right. Sending it to 6s. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Master price going where? We looked at Master. I think it's back testing 200. I back testing the 200. And then I'm looking, I don't know, like 330. 333. Just going on back. I had that pulled up already. Back to our 2024 high. That's what I'm guessing. ENA. We looked at this pretty recently, okay? Pretty recently. I said 30 cents look good. I think that's from a higher time frame. Has not filled yet. We're looking for what is a beautiful inverse head and shoulders potentially. For that to actually happen, we want to see the 55-cent mark tapped and back to 42 cents. Until, though, we get the break of this goofy neckline. Until that happens, this hasn't really painted. And this entry is still on the table. Absolutely still on the table. I still think 30 cents is the play. Maybe I'll be wrong. I'm going to have to start reminding you guys when, because today's spicy, but it's going to get spicier. This is not the spiciest day. This day, 1 out of 10 on the spice scale of days we will see here, I'd say over the next year. When they're spicy, you get that thought of, oh man, it's never going to go down. It's only ever going to go up. It always comes back, dude. Price always comes back. Doesn't always do it in the time frame you want, but price like almost always on everything, especially when you feel it's never coming back. Almost always does. Patience directly pays in trading. Got to be patient. All right, nothing on the month. Week is all right. We have a different level here on the week that I didn't have on the chart. What's up, Powell? What's up, man? Daniel, Lasha, Love Jeet, 𝐒𝐈𝐆𝐍. Thanks for the 10 Canadian bucks. 𝐒𝐈𝐆𝐍, man. I didn't see this weekly level. Maybe it wasn't there when we looked at it last. I don't know. That's at 38. Let's see how this looks. Today we broke through 38. We tapped 42. That's where we're looking. Got an order block here, 34. It does. I'm starting to see other stuff in the way. Because when we first looked at this, 30 cents was like the only thing. It was like the only thing there. Now we're getting more levels. We're getting more stuff. For those of you scalping, for those of you with no patience, 38 cents might be for you. Could be for you. Maybe you look for 38 cents. I don't know. They're like back to 42. That's not really a big trade. It's not a big trade. Not all trades have to be big though. Fair enough. You could look for this daily order block below us, 33 to 34 cents, likely to find some kind of support there. I think that would also be a good trade. If I had to take a trade, you know where I'd do it. You know exactly where I'd look for a long. Maybe I will, 30 cents. I don't own any ENA. Maybe I'll buy some at 30 cents. We'll see. We'll see it. RSI, battling it out. We'll see if ENA closes above 38, whatever. The line we kind of established here probably is rejected from that resistance. And then those other targets much more likely. But I do like that retest of the high. It's still just following the arrows though. It's still following kind of what we were looking for. If you see it break out at all into today, 43, 44 cents, probably 55.8, great take profit target. I have alerts set. Perfect. Quit spamming, says, I don't know, Y2K. Who's spamming? Yes, we buy any watches. I did see you ask for GFI, bro. I acknowledged you. I got you. We can't do all the charts. I wish I could. What's up, Alexander Kurlov? What's up, Tom? What do you think about the coin Xora? Never heard of it. Has anyone heard of that? The trend you draw is broken. What do you mean trend I draw? This is like macro. This isn't like short-term price action. I don't know what trend you're talking about. It's okay. Bitcoin, almost. We were just talking. Oh, wait, did it? Ooh, slightly higher high. Let's go. You have your low, higher high. Well, not exactly, but higher low into higher high. Good. We were in a clear downtrend on the 1 minute, like the 5 minute. This is the start potentially of an uptrend. I think that this leans more into that test of 66K again today, if not a little bit higher. If not, I told you guys I would show you these trades that I took on the live that got obliterated. That's kind of what we wanted to happen. Well, I said I would be happy to get liquidated on that one. And I didn't get liquidated, but they're not doing hot. Let me pull these up. Fairdesk has been closing its doors, so we have had to adapt. I have been making some trades over on WeX. It is in the video description below. Links in the chat, or in the Discord. Sign up using my link. God, sign me out. And you'll get into our exclusive trading group. That's all you have to do. That's it. I have to log back in to show you these failures. It's all right. I deserve it. I deserve it. That'll take a minute. Come on. It was open. It was logged in when I started the stream. I don't know, some booted me out. Just like YouTube keeps booting the short stream. Did the quality on the short stream or the vertical video feed, did that ever settle? Or is it still crap? Is it still crappy? Let me know. Here we go on WeX. No KYC, but follow the rules. You know the rules. The rules where you're at. These shorts we took, man, they were great over this weekend. I'm putting them here so the short stream people can see it. I know it's not ideal. They were great over the weekend. It seemed very nice, very solid play. It's not a huge trade because we were just market ordering for fun, but this is now down 22%. 22%, not a huge loss, about $40. The long that we had open kind of cancels it out. But man, did this thing look good over the weekend. Let's look at that trade again. We did this live. I said, I think Bitcoin is going to keep going up, but we're at resistance. You guys wanted a live trade. I said, when I'm at resistance, I follow what I preach, practice what I preach. I don't long at resistance. I don't short at support. So even though it hurts me very much to go short, I did. We got stopped out on today's candle right there. That was a 4.2 to 1, risking 1.5% for a 3.62% gain. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. All, I don't know, like $40 of that. Still fun though. I'll get some bigger trades open. I just had to close all my big trades because Fairdesk is closing down. Did that live on Wednesday last week. Hot food for Hot Mama. Oh yeah. Where's the Hot Mamas? Moggy's here. She a Hot Mama. It's time to tap if you're reading that. Right on. Arthur, do you know how to transfer crypto from one exchange to WeX? You can't figure it out. That should not be something that is difficult to find on an exchange. Let me do this. over here off screen so it doesn't share any kind of like, yeah, info. There you go. Yeah, dude. I'm worried that there's going to be something kind of like sensitive maybe popping up, maybe money, maybe addresses. But yeah, all you have to do is go to your little icon in the top or into orders right here, deposit, select your token, get deposit address, and you just send it there. That's how you do it. Shouldn't be hard. If you have questions, if you guys have questions about 𝐒𝐻, just you can ask in the Discord. I'll be around. I can answer them. STRK. Dean still wanting to look at STRK. Martin still wanting to look at ARKM. Damn, that's some commitment. Maybe we'll have to. REEF for the Godfather still. All right. We'll see how many we can plow through. That's what she said. There's always a that's what she said every stream. Really quick, I'm going to tab Brett higher high after painting a higher low. Our long here, not TP'd yet, but a 4-to-1 risk to reward, 56% upside. 13% downside, aiming for 13 cents. That's looking extremely likely at this point. Boop, right up there. Definitely close on that. 13.4. If you're ballsy, maybe you do 13.4. You look for 20 cents. That'd be juicy too. As these coins start popping off, you can expect that others will follow suit. You just never know which or when. NEIRO. Ooh, NEIRO getting very juiced. Getting very juiced. Hit our measured move target at 2.2 cents. Sold back off. Looks like double bottom down at 1.9 cents. I don't know, man. If you're looking for a scalp entry, 1.85, that was our 1618. We never came back to that previous high. Doesn't mean we won't ever, but that did not fill. Did not fill, man. That's looking... I bought a few just like random, like tiny amounts of stuff that was popping, as I do every cycle. NEIRO might have been one of them, but when I say tiny amounts, guys, again, like $100. When I started, I would do that with like $10. Got a little bit bigger bag now. So I popped it up to 100, but I highly recommend never over investing in low cap stuff, no matter how much it's running. Somebody want to look at Blub the other day. Blub, not that interesting. PopCat. PopCat hasn't really moved since our last stream. And yes, we'll do some of those requests. Just give me a sec. Just want to close tabs before I open more. We already looked at ENA. Dog. PopCat. PopCat has not moved really since Friday's stream, has it? Or nah, Friday's stream, we hit $1.50. If you don't think these fibs work, I don't think you work, man. We used our previous all-time high to our bear market low, placed our fib, and that gave us $1.50. There was Confluence. Because this is in price discovery, it is at an all-time high. We have our 1618 extension sitting there, and we have $1.50. That is a psychological number. It's one of the most powerful price points to look for when something's in price discovery. Because are you more likely to sell at $1.50, or are you more likely to sell at a $1.46.173, right? We're humans. We do $1.50. That's why you see it work on a chart. It's almost self-fulfilling. Yesterday's close, though, rejecting from $1.50. No bearish engulf. That's all right. Back to the previous day high. Holding on here. I don't think PopCat's done. I still think you get a shot down here. I'd rather miss the boat than board the Titanic. I still think you get a shot at about $1. I don't know how that's going to line up with what's happening right now, but I think you get a shot. If you don't, it sucks. That's just poopy. But if we continue to see this hold, which it looks pretty good for now, we're going to be looking up. I'd say $2. $2, good target. It's our measured move from this little target here. Our 1618 gave us $1.50. Our measured move for our previous or our macro up at $2.50. Another great profit taking target. If you're riding a spot bag or even, I don't know, position from really low, great places to look to shave off. Doesn't mean you have to be all out, but great place to lock in profits. It's going to become more and more important to mind that as things keep going up. It is okay. My strategy is if I buy a coin and that coin doubles in value, I sell half of it. I've taken my principal out. I've reduced the risk of that trade to 0, but I have not prevented further upside. The what if it goes to infinity concept, right? If it just keeps going up forever. Well, you have half of your bag, and half of your bag multiplied by infinity is still infinity. So you'll be okay. Great way to de-risk. Trading is a lot about de-risking, less about risking. Kind of counterintuitive. We'll look at dog in a sec. I know somebody wanted to look at ONDO, so I'll pull it up for him. I know it's right here. ONDO with a liquidity sweep earlier in the month. Now moving back, it seems, to October 7th's high. Not a lot of change on this chart from all of our previous analysis. Our lows still coming up, still higher lows. Retesting 78.79 cents as resistance. Weakening that resistance. I think you break it. I don't know if you break it on this run, but I think it breaks it before it sets, like, let's say a lower low, before August low or something. Our fib locally, let's see, kind of pointing to that same range, 68 cents. The likelihood of this returning to $1 ONDO, very good. Very, very good. Currently at 75 cents, I do think you get $1. All these upside targets are always provided that Bitcoin doesn't drop out of the sky, kind of like how it did before. You'll see these kind of war-torn past trades that are wrecked. Provided the market continues trending, I don't know why this wouldn't go back to $1. I can see no reason. Money flow on the day, very nice, very strong. Money flow again flipping back to green after a little fake out here. Momentum hitting a very high low with VWAP up. I don't know. I don't know why it wouldn't go to $1. I think it could look like this. Could see 78 to 70, 80, higher, or it could all just go in one move. Kind of depends on the heat of the market, but I think that is pretty solid. There's a trade there. There's another trade there. I'm kind of reluctant to place it, but like 70 cents. Maybe you're looking for that again. Stop below your low. Take profit at $1. Boom. 38% upside, 9% downside, 4.23 to 1. That's a pretty good trade. Notice nobody asked me about WIF, but I did want to point out that WIF has not wrecked us yet, though I still think it will. I still think it's going to wreck this short. Really just where it was, battling with that descending high trend. Not a lot of change. Refresh my alert here. What else are we looking at? Look at Saga. What about Axlar? What's up, B-Ball? Jarond? FLT, Random Stuffs TV. We looked at PopCat, my friend. Where have you been, Kick Drum? We looked at it. Reef. All right, Godfather, thank you. See, Godfather, you know how to deal with me. You know how to like work with my ADD. You're not spamming while I'm talking. You're not spamming while I'm doing the chart. And then you notice me talk, and then you say it one time. That's how you get me to do it. Let's look at Reef for Mr. Godfather. We've looked at this not that long ago. Ooh, not that long ago. What's this on, though? That's the crypto chart. Zoom out. Beautiful. So Reef looks beast, okay? It looks pretty beast. Here's like, I don't know. I don't want to say the issue or not, but here's something that I noticed right away. First, look at your price. Look at your price. Where are you? You're at 1 penny. What is 1 penny? We've talked about this concept a million times today. Psychological number. It's a value that we just get as people. We don't think about it. In addition, we got a little previous support here that was broken into the bear market. That is that previous support acting as resistance on top of that psychological value, further compounded by the 618. You're directly at the golden Fibonacci retracement level, the 618. While this month looks great, that bottom wick is monstrous, clearing, sweeping longs before moving higher, very bullish. It is a hard coin to be like, looks like a good long. You're not at support. You're not catching into support or something like that. You're very much trying to catch a knife up if you're getting a position on this right now. Did all of my stuff go away? No, there we go. Very much. However, that being said, you do have a little bit kind of arguing the other direction here. Clear uptrend. Maybe this is a back test of that previous resistance, 005. Nice psychological number. You already moved 50% since yesterday. Wild. Maybe that's a back test in a run. But you have broken March's high, which is very interesting. Bitcoin has not. And since you have, you look up to those extensions as a guide. Those extensions do give you probably that hopium, that dreamium you want. 2 cents, 5 cents at the measured move. And what's interesting is that when you zoom out, those line up really well. They line up really, really well. 2 cents or the 1618 sits at your deepest retracement. The measured move, this is kind of the clincher, slightly underneath the all-time high. Interesting. I would have preferred that to be above the all-time high because we want this to continue trending up, right? Those are both very good points to take profit. A penny right here, also a very good point. Very good point to take profit. The thing about it is it's just going to be hard to look for an entry. If you're buying it, you're really betting it's about to double again. That is not always the statistically winning bet. In fact, rarely. Only when things are the hottest of the hot do you buy stuff like to expect it to continue to double after it's doubled in a day, right? What you could look for, if it keeps moving, if a penny doesn't reject it, is that move to 2 cents and then maybe back to half a penny, 0.005, or maybe you can look to enter where we are now at a penny. I would feel better with the move higher and the retracement buying into that selling being support and pushing it higher than I would at the exact same value here today at the top of this green candle. We've seen that not work too many times. Way too many times. I'm gonna set an alert. That looks gorgeous though. This is what I want. People say, oh, it's overbought, it's gonna go down. This is what you want, man. This is on the day. Look at this RSI. We haven't seen this in a while in the crypto space, and it's good to see some of it back. It's not a guarantee, but when I say I want things overbought, I want this. I want it to be overbought, settle down a little bit, move back into overbought, settle down a little bit, move back into overbought, settle down. You want it up here. That is what a parabolic move looks like. RSI smashed to the ceiling. The same way RSI smashed to the floor all the way down, right? It's like parabolic move downward. This is a cool chart. I just, it's not the time for an entry in my opinion. You guys are welcome to disagree. I'd love to hear your thoughts too. Reef in the books. That's a good one. All right, Martine, I see you, man. I know you want ARKM. I don't know if we have that as a chart. We don't have that as a chart. We check back in on the corn. Being boring. I don't hate this though. See a little accumulation, low time frame. I think 66,000 today. Very likely, very juicy, very good. Very good. What's up, Hodl Crypto? You're over there on the vertical stream if it's very thin and tall. It's meant for phones. Welcome to stay over there if you're on the phone. Welcome to join us on the main stream. We have like 750, 800 viewers on the main. Got about 130, 150 on the short. That's okay. Leaving this here. And what was I doing? I was looking for a specific chart. Where are we? Dog, NEIRO, MPC settling down. SEI hitting resistance. Tesla long. People thought I was crazy on Friday saying I might look for a long right here. Haven't gotten wrecked yet. Time will tell. I need a tighter alert on that. Closing. Saving. ONDO. Already did that. Whiff kind of did that. SUI. I'm surprised not as many people asking about SUI. We'll look at this in a little bit. I was looking for my blank chart so that I could do this ARKM. Oh yeah, I remember where it is. Oh no, I just closed it. Keep going, corn. Keep going. All right, we're going to do like kind of rapidly fired requests here. So we'll do ARKM. All I ask, because we're doing this for free, man. I'm not asking you to send me money. I'm not begging you. Not asking for you to give me money. I'd rather you invest it, right? I want you guys to get rich. I don't want to get rich off of you guys. All I ask in return, make sure you've smashed the button. Make sure you have subscribed. Join the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. Take a minute, look at the links in the video description below. They're all affiliate links from partners, and any one of them signing up will get you exclusive VIP membership in the Discord, the private group, the legendary private group. Okay, ARKM, because one person wanted to look at it. At least it has some candles, though. It's on its third 6-month candle. That's better than probably most of the requests today. Not a lot of down history. Kind of a weird chart to me. Okay, that's why. You'll notice something that new people are going to be confused by and tricked by. And they'll say, oh man, these charts are so bullish. Oh man, it's the only thing going up. It's blah, blah. What you'll notice is you'll see a few different patterns. This is one of them. And these patterns tend to emerge from coins that all started around the same time. I can't like think off the top of my head which ones I'm like come to mind, but a lot of them from around this time last year that set higher highs in March and have done like the same thing, right? So this chart looks similar to many of kind of the meme-ish stuff we've seen that came out in 23. Just a side note. So on the monthly here, we have a clearly defined upside resistance. We had 4 months reject from $2.61. Your all-time high is at $4. It says $3.99, but we're just going to put a 4 there because it's much prettier. There we are. On the month as well, below us, we have a dollar. Beautiful. If you would have looked at this 2 months ago, it would have been like, maybe it's a buy. Hit a dollar. Dollar acting as support. Buying up in August, holding into September. Now we're moving higher. We are in an uptrend on the month. If it ever comes back to a dollar, which is possible, definitely possible, might be a buy if you like this coin. I will actually place a long there in the off chance that this happens. Some of these orders, man, where I'm like, I'm just going to place an order there and I'll put a limit long and I'll just come back and check on it. Those have been some of my best trades ever. I love a dollar. I dig it. I'm in. Let's use our fib from our high to our low. Our 618 system right there. Not a lot of confluence. Not a lot going on there. It might suggest that this upside resistance at 261 is actually a little bit bigger. Might extend up to that deep retracement. So let's put a rectangulo and then let's zoom in. Ooh, let's zoom in, boys. I see you, Sulman. What's up, bro? Piercy Goodwin, Sebastian, Mike Foe, Travel Vlog, Hannum Dwee, Ermtali, Juan, Marcos, Trending, That's It, Oops, nice name, Sivan, Powell, Daniel. I see all these subscribers. Keep them coming. Keep blasting through them. Let's go down to a lower time frame here. I didn't expect to do this much on it, but I kind of like where we're going with this analysis, so I'm just going to lean into it. It won't be the longest. All right, why can't I see any of this on the week, though? Why is the visibility off? Maybe it was just this. Visibility was off. Okay. Going down to the week. This is how every chart should be started, in my opinion. Dollar looks less likely out on the weekly time frame, but not outside of the realm of possibility. You have just barely broken above that descending high trend many times. We'll see coins do something like that. Fake break, move to the bottom, then make their move up. You got a nice order block behind you above previous resistance on the week. That's a nice uptrend. Can't knock that uptrend. It's a good uptrend. End of the day. Post above. Back tested 170. That was the descending trend. I see very little reason that we won't see, let's say $2. $2 seems very likely here. It's at 187. That's not a big move. Not a big move. 20. What's up, Sivan? I see you. Saddam, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Well, all right. I think I'm kind of just like finding here what I wanted, but I'm all right with that sometimes. $2 seems pretty good. Provided, again, a lot of these charts are Bitcoin doesn't just take a dump here today or this week, go crashing down to new lows or something. I think it's safe to kind of extrapolate out some of these trends, some of these moves. So I can see a move here to $2. Of course, you can continue. You can make it all the way back to that big resistance if everything gets real hot. But I think the more likely move is $2, then back to this trend line. If it happens quicker, you can see that number's higher. Takes longer, it might take, we'll get lower. Could go all the way back to $1, but for now, I'm going to assume the uptrend is intact on corn, on crypto. Maybe you get this. I think you get some kind of flush. My eye is drawn to $2. I think that looks pretty nice. There you go, man. I bet you didn't think I was going to do it, did you? Bet you didn't, but I did it. What's up, Crypto Arrow? GFI, your man. I still see you. We buy any watches. If I see one other person ask for GFI, we'll look at it. 𝐂𝐴𝐵𝐿, bro, give me signal, please. You're a student. You lost $6 today. Well, you made a sad face. You made a sad face, which means that $6 was important to you. You shouldn't be risking amounts that are important to you. You're going to lose them. You're gonna lose them. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do, because this is the blank chart. We're gonna rip off more. I'm gonna put this in the private VIP exclusive group on TradingView, or on on TradingView in Discord. There you go. What was it? What was the next one I said I was gonna do? I said if one other person says GFI, will do that. Let's earn and learn with the one and only, the man, Tom Crown. I love you, Up and Run. Your audio is glitchy. Yeah, Brian. So you're on the short stream, and there's just something wrong with the short stream today. It happened on Friday. Actually, it turned it off, shut it down, but it's still doing it. Still says my connection's poor, which is a lie, because the mainstream connection's fine. Wait, where are you? There we go. Connection's excellent, but on the short stream it's poor. So you're likely dropping frames. You're likely getting crappy audio. Saga, Caspa. Yeah, where was I? You guys are getting me distracted. Link. Join all your trading live stream channel. Get out of your trad box, you clown. Friggin' promoting your stream and someone else's stream. What an ugly thing to do. What an ugly thing to do. You have 1,000 subscribers. Probably a scammer. Okay, what was I doing? STRK for Dean. You have been persistent. STRK. Actually, I think I have a chart for that. ST. No, I don't. All right. Well, fair enough. I stand corrected. Stirk. I got a full history. Looking for the full history. Strike? Is it strike? Strike? Never heard of this. I thought I've seen the ticker STRK. Is this real? Wait a minute. Something doesn't seem right. This is around in 2019 and I've never looked at it. Something don't sit right there. Who knows about this? Anybody? It's not like sus. It's just sus. Like, how have I never looked at it? Over the last 5 years? Starknet? Maybe. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I didn't do it right. Is this the same thing? No, it's not the same thing. Okay. I assume this is it. Dean, you had persistence that's being paid. You weren't spamming. Is this what you're looking at? Because the other one is also STRK, but it's like $6. Is it a 44-cent chart? Let's go. That's right, 𝐂𝐴𝐺. What's up, 𝐂𝐴𝐺, man? It's been a while. You're over on the short stream, by the way. What trading broker am I using? Well, I trade crypto. I don't do stocks. Been in crypto 8 years, trading. Never traded stocks. Just how I was born. I'm currently trading. I'm doing perps live on WEX, or Weeks, WEX. Link is in the video description. Put it in the live chat. CRK zone. CCAT. I don't know. We're just going to assume that this is it then, Dean. You didn't say anything. I'm going to assume this is it. It just made different. No escape. No escape. Real deeper tracing. All right, so we're on the month. Not a ton of history here. Let's slapper. Boom. Resistance 217. Support. I like this. It's actually a good opening thing to see here on the month. You had your reversal from August, September. 35.7 cents this month. Hasn't moved higher, but it has moved back to that previous month's open. That might have been the entry. We'll find out as we go in. All-time high, $7.71. Sure it was for like maybe a second when it started trading. Quite a tumble. Typically, I would use the all-time high and connect here, and maybe I will because that lines up. 618's right there at that monthly. But a lot of the time when I especially don't really trust, say like this wick, I'll just use the next highest, something like this. I am tempted to leave it because that aligns with what I like here. But I'm gonna do this. Support 54. 4 or 3 from the weeks. Weeks. That's the exchange. What's up, big box? What's up, brother? I see you. See you over there. Tiago, Nikhil N, Milben, Black Car. Very, very classic, simple name. I like that. Just like Tom Crown. A lot of sideways action, a lot of tests of this 35 cents. Hopefully that's the last one. Hopefully that's it. Hopefully this month tested it and now you're going to bounce. Out of the day. This is kind of janky too. Maybe it's an uptrend. Kind of. This is a lot of sideways price action. Not really mirroring a lot of the other things we've been looking at. 35 cents may again be the entry, but each time it's tested, the weaker it becomes, I become less confident in it. I think you might have had to see this and catch it at 35 cents earlier this month. Not a lot here, man. There's just not a ton going on. Can we get 50 cents? There you go, 50 cents. September's high. I don't have much for you on this. I tried. This is seemingly very low volatility. Daily looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. 50 cents, probably the logical target for anything. Any upside move. I bet the 200 daily moving average is at 50 cents. Where is it? Might not have 200 days. Nope, it's actually at 82. Interesting. Interesting. That's where you'd be looking. That's where I'd be looking. If you can break 50, you may look up for these extensions, 64, 75. That's pretty juicy too. I don't really have an edge here. Maybe you have some bullish divergence on your lows. This just seems very sideways. What I will do though is put an alert above 50 cents and maybe I'll check in on it in the future. I'll also set an alert at 50, 35. And just kind of, yep, just YOLO. I'm just going to place this. YOLO, I love that monthly. I love the monthly open back test entry. It's just my favorite. It's one of my favorite trades. Could be played something like this if it happens. There it is. There she blows. Ooh, getting burpy. Getting burpy. We've been live an hour and 45. Moonwell, Moonwell, Moonwell. Can we go back to the corn? Yeah, man. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I got a little lost in the sauce there. All right. Well, our in-stream target is coming. I think that is all but confirmed now. We've been all the way up. 65,949, looking for 69,999. $50 off, something like that. Let's see what happens at the 618, really. I think we've had a new hourly close, so let's just take a peek. 16 minutes to go would be rather nice, actually. Who here knows? Pop quiz chat. I know you didn't study. That's what makes it a pop quiz. Pop quiz. If this hourly candle closes above 65,893 right here, if it closes above right here, what candlestick pattern would it paint if it closes above? And what would that suggest? Pop quiz. First person who says it wins a virtual high five. Why wouldn't you trade futures? What's your strategy? Why wouldn't I trade futures? I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Look at Bohm. Mirage. Still want to see Bohm. Maybe. Bullish engulfing candle. That is technically already correct. So yes, we'd have bullish engulf, but that's above 65.6. I'm saying right here. 65,895. What do we get? It's not a super common one. You don't really hear people say it that often. It doesn't really matter. I think it's just a cool little pop quiz. Bullish hammer almost. Brent, my guy. There you go. Shout out Brent. 3 rising methods. Spot on. 3 rising methods if it happens. This is just like, thought experiment. If it happens, you probably look back to the high, back to 66.3. Might even look higher. Might look to our 1618 up here, 66.8. Could look for 67, these moves up here. We are very close to a very strong close. The 3 rising methods is just this. A green body. Nice big green body. 3 red, smaller bodied candles. And then the 4th candle. So it's actually a 5 candlestick pattern. The 5th candle. Bullish engulfs all of the red candles and closes higher than the original green. 3 rising methods. There you go. 14 minutes to go. Why he ignore? What am I ignore? Bro, you got 700 people in the main chat, 100 people in the short stream. Not ignoring you. You gotta really be thinking about yourself all the time to think that is like specifically someone ignoring you. That's wild, bro. That's wild. That's wild. And you said super chat. I don't have any. It doesn't show me. You think like, I don't know, it just doesn't show it. Doesn't show anything, didn't pop up. It's not on my Streamlabs. I don't know. YouTube's being hella weird today. It's being so weird. Look, I'll show you this too. Pull this up. Nope. Pull that. Wow. Stop full screening. I'll tell you when to full screen, computer. There you go. Alerts. Nada. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Is what it is. Wait. Things are refreshing. Hold up. Durand. Saga. Crypto Arrow did tip $1.99, said Moonwell. Adenis Simokatis said, thank you for opening your eyes to monthly candles. Brother, monthly candles, I'm about to blow your mind. It's not even the end. Monthly candles ain't even the end, bro. Always zoom out to the biggest time frame available. That is how I approach it. So when you look at like stocks or currencies, you can go back years, right? You can go yearly candles, maybe do like 5-year candles. Go back to the biggest ones you can find. The bigger, the better. Monthly just kind of seems to work with the kind of timeline of most cryptos. Great stream. You're a great watcher, Todd. Thank you, my friend. What's up, Zizo? Glad to see you feeling better. Yeah, finally, dude. That was a scare. I thought I had colitis again. I was going to freak out. Now I'm feeling great. Green candles help. Coins chick. How you doing, darling? Gifting out a membership. Appreciate you. Why'd you get tagged? I don't know. You might have won the membership. You know, Hot to Go. I hope they play Hot to Go. I don't know why you got tagged. Maybe because you're special. Because we love you. I don't know. My chat's closed. I think Bank of America will pump after earnings. I don't know. I don't really follow banks. I would short banks. All right, you've been waiting for Bohm. Let's just look at Bohm. I'm just going to pull some of these requests up. How do I not have a Bohm layout? Okay, I guess I don't. It looks like it's breaking its high trend. Could be breaking out of that downtrend here. Right at monthly resistance. 1 cent. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Monthly resistance and 1 cent. I would not look for a long on Bohm right now. You'll see if anything changes when we zoom in. Nothing changes when we zoom in. Got an open gap here, 0065. You've got 0077. This is a little order block, fair value gap, whatever you want to call it. I know I had a Bohm chart. We got rugged. Psy up, price up. Bohm responding to the pamp right around that 1618. Dude, 1 penny. I think that was the take profit target. If you missed it, it's unfortunate. I would not look for an order now, personally. If you didn't get in there, you wanna look, you wanna fish for lower, maybe look at 0.77. Higher low, move up to 1.45 cents. Check Saga will get a boner. Durand Saga's up next. Don't worry, bro. Is it the future? Yes. This is the future, my friend. My friend promised me a boner if I looked at Saga, so we'll look at Saga. This is Saga 2. Sega. Let's see. Same thing. 330. Interesting that the full history has less history than Binance, but at the same time, guys, I said this earlier in the stream about, I don't even remember what coin, about its highs. This 4 cents is not real. Like, it's not real. You probably should ignore it. You probably should just ignore it altogether. This is just the listing candle. There's probably a penny of orders filled there or something. But that's okay. The rest of the chart's legit. Let's use our swing high to swing low. Boom. Let's get a few of our fib levels here. The 618 sitting right about where price is, 330. I don't think we have a lot of history for the months, but the month actually looks nice. That looks very nice. Though this is further kind of compounding that you're at resistance. A lot of the charts we've looked at for altcoins just smashed up to resistance now. Probably the most tempting time to go long, but also probably the least successful time to go long. Very successful way to buy tops, and very occasionally a successful way to profit occasionally. $3. $3. It really does like this $3 level. I see a lot of stuff pointing here. Right here, $3. I'd obviously prefer $3 over $3.30. I'm not sure if that's a low enough, if that's like enough of a move down though. I probably just would be hands off on this. Maybe you can look down to 162. How does this look down here? Like 162. Also a pretty important resistance down here in the bear. Rejected twice on the weekly time frame. You hit that higher low, you moved higher. A return to 162 is definitely possible. Kind of lines up here. It goes to 466 and it becomes a 618. Spicy. But it has not been tested as support. While I have no idea if it will go there, I think that that would be a very nice place to get a position if it does. Daily looks good. I don't know. This is like kind of it. This is the big resistance, right? We can slap some moon math on Saga. We can connect our high and low, which I thought I already did, but now it's gone. Get that all-time high, and we say, if you break the all-time high, you can look for these extension moon targets. The 1618, which is very achievable. We've seen it. $31. That'd be something. Measured move at $75. I don't know. I don't know if it'll hit him. I guess we'll see if it breaks 790. Break 790, we'll take a peek. Bonk, bonk. Is bonk bonking? Is it bonka-donkin? Bro, bonk ain't done nothing, dude. Ain't done nothing. Lower high, higher low, higher high. Still doing this for now. Hot, 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 Schmitty. Is it future? Yes. What is targeted Bitcoin? What is targeted Bitcoin? Oh, you mean what target? Was looking for 66. Getting a little selly here into this hour. We were discussing the potential candlestick setup here. And with 6 minutes to go, Bitcoin kind of looks like it's rejecting it. Kind of looks like it. We'll see what happens in 6 minutes. Wait, what else? Gee, one sec. I gotta do. Turbo is acting weird. Is it? Is it? I don't know. It doesn't look weird. I think it looks pretty good. I think it's flagging out again. My lord. I don't think Turbo's done. Still wait for a penny. I'd still want that penny entry. But I don't think it's acting weird at all. It looks pretty normal. Moonwell. All right. All right. That's the one I missed. The Moonwell. I know I have a chart for this. Moonwell. Says baby back to resistance. Every chart. Have you guys noticed it? Almost every chart that we've looked at. Right. Smash to resistance. This is like the ebb and flow that really is crypto, especially in a bull market. That ebb and flow being, let's say Bitcoin rallies or gets bullish, whatever, things pump. And you'll see this big move quickly, and then it'll stop. And by the time you look at it, it's already stopped. And you think, oh, it's going to keep going up forever. You buy it, and you end up buying right at resistance, right at like the local top. Then it goes down, blah, 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 rinse and repeat. You got to be careful. When things are bullish, yes, buying at resistance works better in a very bullish market. But I still would never recommend it. Still want to get them discounts. Still want to see back tests of support. You want to scoop them up then. Sometimes you got to sit rides out. Does happen. 80 cents being your March all-time high. Let's do the moon math. This is a very clean chart. At that 1 penny, it was your resistance. Hit it, bounced. Nice V shape. 80 cents would be the next upside target. Maybe look to take some profit there. If you break through, get the moon math out. Looking for 29, 28, maybe as high as 64. Pretty good targets. If you do reject here, potentially there's an entry. Let's see where. Just under 2 cents. We are approaching 2 hours live. We are live here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. East every week. We are approaching 2 hours. Is there anything I have critically missed? That I should cover? I know everybody wants to see their coin, but like There you go. The GFI. GFI hasn't freaking moved, dude. Why? Why do people come in and spam a coin that just hasn't done anything? It hasn't made a move down, hasn't made a move up. Like what did you expect to happen here? I don't know. Beat the meat, the saga tonight. Hey, you never know, brother. Velodrome, Sunships, Soup, says Coins Chick. Get to the Discord. How's Professor Bean? She's doing great. Doing great. Polygon. I don't think we've looked at Polygon in a very long time. So, touche. Polygon. Is it? These are the same ticker, right? Polygon, Attic. These are all the same, right? I thought they changed to Poly, to Paul. No, Paul. It's the same. It's the same thing, just less history. Weird. It's weird. I don't know why they did that. I don't really feel like there was a reason they had to do that. The marketing thing. Matic. Where's my big history Matic? All right, we're going to pull up the Matic chart. Probably touch on 88 too. Losing my voice slowly. Riggedy wrecked. That seems like a real weird spot to place that. Oh, it's 50 cents. Maybe not. Man, this also is not doing anything. Get this off the hours. We'll add it back to the days. Don't care about any of this anymore. Resistance 50. This is not the best looking chart, bros. This is what I see. And I hate to say it, I don't really see this in too many other charts right now. What's going on? Maybe this is just the next one to run, right? Maybe it's just going to look awful and then run. But I can only go by the chart, and that's not the greatest look, man. You hit a higher high after a lower low. That rejected so savagely. And now it seems like sellers are coming in earlier. Buyers are holding the 35-cent level. But how long can they hold it, right? Each time that level is tested, each time price is pushed down there, the support has weakened. What is this? Something weird happened to this chart. Something very weird happened to this chart. Maybe when they did the Paul thing. Maybe that's why. What's up, Mohammed? Sigma Rule, Akbar, Moed, Josh. YouTube is... Oh, you said YouTube is acting weird. I thought you said Turbo is acting weird. RSKNOR. My bad. Yeah, YouTube is acting weird. They're acting very weird. Their short stream just like has not worked in like a week. I don't know. I don't like this. You got to see this reverse, man. These monthlies are pretty brutal. You don't have lower lows. That's like the only thing holding on. This does look like a bear flag. If we didn't have what I just described, I don't know why we wouldn't see back to 66 cents, maybe 78 cents, back to resistance. Painted this order block on the month. You just kept dumping. I would look for it. I think that's probably still the most likely outcome, but it's hard to ignore that. This looks beat. You don't really see this anywhere else. Maybe there's some other charts, but I don't know where they are. What's up, Josh Martin? Lakshan. How you doing? I don't find that very bully. Let's see. Weak, not really showing strength. You got some bullish divergence in RSI building on the week, but like, dude, I don't know. It's probably not the end of the world for Matic. This, just because we see this break to the downside often, doesn't mean it will in this example. And if we were going to bet on that, I would bet on it while other things are going up, right? This has happened. Tron did it once. Really, really juked me out. But I think you're kind of catching a knife in this sense, but maybe you take it long from here. I don't know. Below your low. Target 66, 56, 4 to 1. I don't really like that trade though. I don't really like it. I don't know what's going on here. I'm definitely going to put an alert at 33 cents. An alert under 33 cents. It may still sweep liquidity from 22, which is weird. I don't know. You guys think I'm off base here when I say that? Something feels wrong about it, but like what? I didn't expect this. I didn't expect this thing. Time will tell, I suppose. What's up, Danky? What a good name, Danky. Danky the Spanky. By the way, trades getting wrecked on WeX. Sign up using my link, get into our exclusive VIP trading group in Discord. Discord.gg/TomCrown. You know you want to. You just join anyway. Can Bitcoin sell back to 60K? Sure. Sure it can. Not even a big move. Could sell back to 60K and go up to 70K in a day. We did not get the hourly close I was hoping for, though. We got this little indecision candle on the 4. I wouldn't really expect much spice over the next 58 minutes, but that is now 3 p.m. at 4 p.m. East. So when this hour is over, I think we may see this resume. I think we see this rally resume, maybe just retesting 66.2, maybe to the full 66.550, something like that. All right, fam. We've been live 2 hours. I'm losing my voice. It is what it is. Uptober. I think Uptober's back. I think it is. We made it halfway through. I think it's time. I appreciate you guys. Daniel, 𝐂𝐲𝐲𝐲𝐓𝐫𝐲𝐲𝐲𝐲. Everybody over there on the mobile stream. Taylor, Duran, Jin, Adrenaline Net. What do I think of Trump coin? I think it's a rug. I think any celebrity coin is a rug. Jin, Viraj, Matthew Schmid, Crypto Moro. Shout out to my master. Shout out to my boy. Gold Dragon. Shout out to you. You're an OG. Cody Codes. Everybody I missed. Not personal. A lot of viewers, a lot of people, a lot of subscribers today. Will be hitting 132,000 subscribers, I'm sure, by the end of the week. And with that, I'm done. I'll see you guys in the Discord, discord.gg/timecrown. You can ask me questions there. Love you, fam. I will catch you on Wednesday, same time, same place. Bullish dreams, baby. Uptober is back.